went black for a reason. Just what the heck kind of what kind of hornswoggle? Oh, I see my browser quit. So obviously something went awry. Go back here. Thank you. Hi chat room. Blackout. I ain't had a blackout. It's too early to do Klaus Mine. Hi everybody. Welcome. It's the morning show. And boy, does it feel like morning. Um, I've been working in the garage. It's a good time. It's been fun and long hours mixed with the show and a lot of craziness. Of course, last night we were up late um, eating popcorn and watching Trump create a brand new hashtag for himself. Can I show you guys that in 1 second? Let me shut this down and switch over to here. If my my thing's not gonna wake up yet. It's a, my let's go here. There you go. Trump is a laughingstock. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Trump is a laughingstock. I mean, what more could you ask for? Could you? I don't think there's much. And by the way, we'll get to our we'll get to it in just 1 second. Let me go back to this real quick and grab you right here. And I got to pull another page because I have to start the routing for getting Philip in here if he's able to drop in for our second hour. I hope he's good. Lots of craziness going on over there right now. The apparently the story is right now is that the missile that actually landed in Poland might have been a Russian missile of Ukrainian firing that they used to block a missile coming into their country and might have gone off course. I would like to remind everyone that that still makes Russia culpable. I could say it culpable. Culpable. It's early, and I have rather full and luscious lips. That it makes them culpable. Culpable. Jesus Christ. Hold on. I know it's already claimed by someone. It's me. It's claimed. Oh, I see. It's in here. Sorry. 1 second. Boink. Leave. Here. There. Right? Okay, good. All right. Now we got my page open and we're good. So when this happens. Fake, fake, fake. False, false, false. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, hi. Where were we? Culpable is the word I was going to say, but I was reading and talking at the same time with my big luscious lips. And it's been a it's been an adventurous, you know, whatever, fucking 10 hours or 12 hours or whatever the shit it was from the end of that shit last night, which was hysterical. I would like to welcome all the beautiful members of our chat this morning who want to come into the show right now. But I'm going to have to hand click all these things because my software is just freaking out this morning. I had to restart my computer because it was not recognizing my my camera at all. It was just like being a dick, as it, you know, and it is. It's that way sometimes, and you just get over it. You just move on. Okay, now it's working. There we go. Now I can switch back and forth, in theory, at some point. All right. Hey, there we go. I am breaking the fourth wall. There is no fourth wall. It's the morning show. By the way, for those of you just joining us, this is Hal Sparks Mornings Mega Worldwide. We gather Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 ish. Sometimes there's a Midwestern goodbye. Sometimes I have to bail out early because of travel and rock and roll. And other days, I nail it right at at 11:02, and I feel good about it. And what we do most of the time, hi, there you go, bring back the Smurf cam. That's a good idea. Am I out of focus? Where are you? Focus on me. There we go, something like that. Because I had to restart it. The camera's being stupid right now. It doesn't understand where it is. Don't mess up my camera by when I open it. I'll fix it later for the regular show. This is a morning show. I'm relaxing. I'm not gonna get all riled up about this. Storm the Carters of power. There are Carters. They're Carters. These are our Carters, and they want to take our Carters from us, and they can't have our Carters because there are Carters. Twitch is better than YouTube. Okay, that's good. I think. You mean just in essence, or it looks better? Might be a YouTube thing. YouTube certainly has its fair share of traffic, God knows. So yeah, it's no tech stress today. I'm not doing it. Everybody's fine. Settle in. We're all right. Now, that said, yay, my buttons work again. Isn't it nice when your button works? And my hair's it's funny because my hair look at this on my shoulder. Look at that. Look how long that's getting. That's ridiculous. That's spectacular. Um, Excellent. Thanks, Mark. And by the way, safe travels. It's Gary Lee Gooder. We're all a little hungover. It's true. It is true. Um, yeah, and I'm a little exhausted myself. I gotta admit, because last night I was basically up afterwards looking for, what I was diving into, and let me I know I'm playing with fire right now, but but because you asked, how did you and Summer watch the Artemis launch? Yes, we did. As a matter of fact, I tweeted about it a couple of times. And yes, Summer's a space camp kid from Florida. She loves all that stuff. If you'll notice, I'm wearing my celebratory NASA shirt today. I also will be wearing my NASA jacket later, right now. I feel like I have to now that I brought it up, right? Got to wear my NASA jacket. Let's just totally celebrate. It's good stuff, and it makes my hair stand out a little better. You can see the actual thing against my yeah. And I would like to show you for the record. Hold on one second. The back of my jacket. Thank you very much. Good stuff. All right. So there we go. Jesus Christ, my hair is long, and this it's so funny because when I'm used to having it up in a ponytail, it's to the moon is right and beyond. I do need glasses. You think? My nerd hailing glasses are in the other room, but yes, we're doubling up on our NASA love today. How about that? Yes, it's a very Star Trek collar. I agree. I look like a rock and roll astronaut. There needs to be one. Yeah. Letting my hair and beard grow until the next funeral. Well, here's hoping you look like ZZ Top meets Duck Dynasty, my friend. Carl Sagan Cosmos for your 16th birthday back when it was first released. I have a book called Our Universe that I've had since I was a kid, and I gave it to my son. He has it in his room upstairs. I'll bring it down and show it to you guys one day. It's pretty spectacular. It's got it goes through the planets, and it goes through their gravity, and it goes through the distance, and it goes through the known universe. At the time it was written, Pluto was still a full-on planet. And then in the final chapter, it expounds on the idea of what evolution would do to animals on other planets. So it has a whole chapter that designs animals based on, well, this will have heavier gravity, so they'd have denser bones, and yet they would have to carry that weight. They'd have to have lighter skin, so they might be a little more delicate, which maybe they have layers of feathers to protect their skin as opposed to scales, and it's pretty great. It's an awesome book, and I read the shit out of it when I was a kid. I got it when I was 10, I think 10 or 11. Yeah, very 1980. It looks like one of those Disney books where they do drawings from Tron. So what I was looking at before I got all caught up in this, and I'll see if I can find it, was last night I was digging around. Where the fuck did you guys go? Yeah. So I was digging around to find, let's see this. Let's squeeze this over. There we go. I was digging around to find this stuff. This is on Telegram. This is one of the QAnon sites that I follow, and it just didn't do shit. Yay, Philip's good for the second hour. Excellent. Same everything, Philip, if you're watching this. And there's 666 people in the morning show. That's right. Feel like giving us a boost, helping the show. Showing your appreciation for how right I've been all along. Try a 666 Super Chat. It annoys the trolls, especially the hyper-religious ones, and it's a great way to support the show. Any denomination of $6.66 or any use of the numbers 6, 6, and 6. just to make them nuts. By the way, for those of you that don't remember, and I'm going to take my jacket off because it is toasty in here because my computer cooks. Um, any The number 666 is not the mark of the beast. The number of the for the record. I mean, most people I would assume know this, but in case you don't, the number 666. There was a period where Christians and Jews had to, and the Jews who loved them, I suppose, had to hide their religion from the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire, and so they wrote it in code. And so ultimately, the number 666 was the number they gave to the Roman Empire, and you would not be able to trade if you didn't use their coin. It's very similar to the kind of arguments you're hearing today about government tyranny and shit like that. And so the idea that there's going to be some fucking magic tattoo on the Antichrist head or some shit is just goofy. So I like. So anyways, the reason we started doing that, of course, was because of my dream of one day buying 666 Fifth Avenue. And and people are like, that's impossible. Well, it was impossible for Jared Kushner, and he managed to do it. So, hey. Thanks. Magoo. Thanks, Steve. Yes. Salute with Magoo. Make America great over and over. So, yes, it was Caesar, yes. But it was also the Roman Empire. It was their mark. It's just stupid. Like, it speaks to how like religious and anti-religious fervor was the battleground for millennia. And I got news for you. That shit is largely over. If you don't believe me, let's take a look, shall we? Let me do one thing real quick. Let's take a look at Iran right now. Let's see. Right now, hold on, top. Here you go. This is horrifying. This is what's going on in Iran right now, and this is ridiculous. This is horrifying. The Iranian parliament votes overwhelmingly, 227 to 63, to execute the 15,000 protesters they already arrested. The Iranian government is going to execute 15,000 people. By the way, that is not going to solve their problem. That is not going to kowtow and scare everybody back to normal. That's 15,000 families with 15,000 friends around every single one of these people, some overlapping and some definitely not, deciding fuck that shit and going all in. Iranian parliament chants death to seditionists in protest punishment call. The Iranian parliament on Tuesday issued a letter signed by the vast majority of members calling for harsh punishments for protesters, which is followed by chants of death to seditionists. Iran has been experiencing unprecedented levels of protest and civil unrest since the death of Mahsa Amini on September 16th. The 22-year-old Kurdish woman was arrested by the country's morality police. We know this. In the wake of Amini's death, there's been large-scale protests. We know this. Iranian lawmakers called for strict punishments of the protesters who have been arrested. A letter supported by 227 of the 290 members of the Iranian parliament urged the protesters be given harsh punishment. I don't know that the tweet is quite, 100% death to all 15,000, but I don't know what the distinction is going to be. What, are they going to kill 3,000 of them and to scare the other 12 and set them loose and hope nothing happens? Fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, gnarly. So that shit is, yeah, and this is also the thing. The UN, China and Russia being on the UN Human Rights Council make it impossible to do anything about this internally. Secondly, Iran is basically outside the realm of it, like a lot of states. They don't, it's weird. I mean, I think they're waiting until the G20's over because everybody's messed up with that. But yeah. Yeah, here you go. This is a bunch of dudes. We showed this before. Dudes getting their turbans knocked off by people on the street because these guys will like basically sexually harass women for not covering their hair or physically harass them. Dude's just following around. Why is your hair showing? Like, who gives a fuck? 80 years. And again, I'd like to say, you can believe whatever you want, you can wear whatever you want for your religion, but the minute you turn it into a law, it is no longer a religious symbol. It is a governmental symbol of control and acquiescence to a king or queen or a ruler of some sort. It has nothing to do with your religious beliefs because it's mandated. There's no such thing as mandated faith, and anybody that mandates a symbol of faith eliminates that faith itself. It's fucking goofy. The hijab, yeah, hijab is a choice, and that's cool. You're most of the time. Fortunately, Trump is running. I was right. You said he would not. We bet. You owe me a root beer. I will gladly buy you a root beer, but you're gonna have to buy me one back when he drops out in the spring, because I said that was the second option, and he thinks and watching it happen. Oh, Robert, thank you so much. Covfefe. Covfefe. By the way, you can Venmo. Robert just Venmoed, so if you want to support the show, you can Venmo. Venmo. Yeah, faith should be a choice. The minute you start mandating non-material laws, laws of faith, you eliminate the faith from those laws. If you force a woman to wear a burqa, the burqa has no meaning. If you force a woman to wear a hijab, the hijab has no meaning. If you have to wear a cross to do business with other people that only wear crosses like Mike Pillow does, basically, the cross has no meaning. Or it has meaning, but not the meaning that it started with. It's now just like it's like any other. It's like your credit score. It has about as much spiritual depth as your credit score. Now, and most of those, by the way, are like those. The burqa and the hijab are based on the idea that it's women's fault that men can't control themselves. And again, there's in modern reasoning, it's fucked up. But in areas of those countries, them not knowing what you look like or being able to stare at you and, build up an urge to snatch you off the street or out of, while you're walking to market or something is a genuine fear. So some women do it because it's safety. It's like chastity belts or something like that back then. Now in the United States, we have a functioning police system. I know a lot of people think we don't, but we do. And if a woman wants to wear a bikini in the street, she can. It doesn't mean she deserves to be sexually assaulted. In other countries, that ain't the case. That doesn't exist yet. They're still, doing like Bronze Age level, judicial experiments in villages, and so you can't overlay our expectation on that area. But Persia was Iran itself was a very modern society until the Islamists took it over, and would be again like that, which is one of the reasons why the Russians support the Islamists and make sure they stay in there, because they couldn't take Iran going back to what is effectively normal for the people there, which is effectively the women being educated and everybody being equal in society. They go back to that. That's as bad for them as Ukraine. The religious right are trying to negate God by removing free will. Well, there's certainly spikes on the atheistic side and the hyper evangelical side that fate or biology are effectively driving everything, and you don't really have any free will, because if you could make another choice, you would make another choice, but you can't, because either God already picked your plan and you're just riding along. You can make minor changes, but effectively you're on a destiny path, or everything you do is biologically determined and you really can't get out of it. And even though you think you do, that's because your brain is creating chemical storms that make you do what you're doing, and you don't have any depth of being at all, and dust to dust, right? So there's that argument on either side. I don't buy it. I think it's absurd. And it reeks of a very correlation is causation kind of an argument. That when people go, well, these two things are close together, and that must be related. When there's so many moving parts, immeasurable levels of moving parts, that to go, I've nailed it, biological determinism or fate. It's already played out. We're watching a movie. We might as well. I mean, basically, even if you just sit down and go, fuck it, I'm not doing anything. That's what your biology's telling you to do, or that's what fate made you do. It's a form of like lazy philosophical nihilism, and it's not unique to religion or atheism. Believe me, no one has a moratorium on lazy thinking. Warzone, I know. It's promoted, but it's taking a half hour to download. God damn it. Chris Matthews, of course, and earlier I wrote Chris Matthews is the Andrea Mitchell of Chuck Todd's. He came out and wasn't he one of the red wave? It's going to be terrible. Oh, the red wave. Oh, the red wave. And wrong again. California news and elections, we passed that, whatever. Yes, even Ivanka is trending because of her message this morning. I don't know if you guys caught this. Pretty spectacular. I love my father very much, whoever he is. This time around, I'm choosing to prioritize my young children and the private life we are creating as a family with our $2 billion worth of deals in the Middle East. I do not plan to be involved in politics. While I will always love and support my father going forward, I will do so outside the political arena. I am grateful to have had the honor to serve the American people, and I will always be proud of many of our administration's accomplishments. Whatever. I was trying to raise that up at the time, but she was not there last night. Jared was not there last night. Don Jr. was on a hunting trip, shooting panda cubs or some shit while they were staked down as he's dressed in camo using a sniper rifle from, 300 yards away. Eric was the only one there because apparently, keep your family close and your enemies closer. I don't know. Yeah. I told you there's a separation in the branding idea. There's this idea Ivanka and Jared have that the Trump brand at some point will be remembered no matter what happens to her dad as a glitzy, high dollar, fancy pantsy thing. And even if he fucks up the whole business, worldwide, Trump will still have the ability to like slap the word Trump on stuff, the family will, and call it nice, whatever. I disagree, but whatever. Don and Eric think that the material worth of the company is where it's at, and that they're throwing their lot in with that. That the real estate owned by their dad that they got from their grandfather, or the deals that they have on material properties that he either got money to invest in, that even if it's deeply in debt, is still physical property, and they think that that's something because you can go there and touch it. I think Ivanka is closer to being right about this, although I think she's going to have to do personal rehab, and basically this will be generationally, it will be Ivanka Trump that Kardashians the name Trump after he passes on, if she's going to make money off of it. Until then, she and Jared are just making billions in investments and fucking around in the Middle East. Yeah. Womp, womp. And then this apparently, people were, reported as they were trying to leave. Okay, let's see what he says here. Hold on.
Incredibly low energy.
Hold on. I got to switch my incredibly low energy. Just ass. You know what I mean? Just like, who even thought that? Okay, good. Oh, connected.
I actually saw people trying to leave. And
hold on. And the audio isn't here? Good Lord. Everything's being a jerk this morning. Could you guys hear that? Could you guys hear the audio on that?
people leaving early even before he was done. He's still speaking now. And then they, I think perhaps a little concerned that the hall would empty out too much. They actually started preventing people from leaving. So now they're no longer allowing people to leave. Incredibly.
Were you guys able to hear that audio-wise? Hold on, I've got to check the chat. Okay, good. Yeah, for some reason the meters on my software aren't showing at all. So everything's just being a dick this morning. But like I said, he's not running for president for real. He's going to announce this. He's going to have a couple of shitty quarters of fundraising and have to pull out. And I always said that was one of the options. I've said it all along, so I stand by it. My primary thing is that it's all farce, and the second part is that he's going to run just to try and protect himself, just to raise money again, but he can't afford it, and he's going to have to stop again. I've said it all the time. Yep. Okay, thank you, guys. So let's go back to this guy. So yeah, Ivanka wasn't there. Yeah, even Ivanka's bored with his act. Is that what everybody's saying? Yeah. No longer plans to be involved in politics. Yeah, because she knows that's a way to just shit away money. And by the way, being involved in politics is not the problem. Being involved in Trump politics is a dying brand. That's how you kill your brand. And she knows it. Even Ivanka stayed away because no one, not even nepotism Barbie wants nothing to do with this. And that's no Joe. Oh, I see. Somebody's just tagging together all the things that are trending. And I want to say like Don Jr. Was hunting or something this morning. Like, this is the way. Oh, God. Shut the fuck up. Let's see. 2 years ago, everything okay, blah, blah, blah. I think it was Ron Filipowski who had a video of him. There we go. Let's see. I think Ron had it footage up. Oh, God. What is this? Sometimes waiting online. Oh, God. Like he was sweating. This is a weird shot of Madison Cawthorn too, who's like vying to be a part of this whole thing. It's just ugh. Trump's spokesperson says networks are violating the First Amendment by not covering his announcement live. They don't want the American people to hear directly from the biggest leader, the greatest. Okay, blah, blah, blah. How's that? And then there's the people screaming, and then there's like Lindell, and then this is awful. And yeah, here it is. This is him in a fucking, like, he's in a truck, like a duck blind truck, something.
Why Trump was able to grow such a powerful base, because he understood how these system in government work.
Yes, how these there's only one system in government, the deep state, and there is no other.
He understood the caste system.
The caste system. The fuck are you talking about? You were born at the top of, in the top tier caste by Mr. Shot of Sperm. The fuck are you talking about? Caste system. These motherfuckers surround themselves with the trappings of blue collar so they can pretend they're white trash. Like they're like white trash tourists.
Of how these people played the games, the way it's rigged. And it's actually interesting.
These are just, you notice how these are just like kind of talking points, half sewn together like a parachute made out of underwear.
Interesting to see someone say it, and obviously he does it in a funny way, but it's 100% right.
Obviously, it's totally good.
My father said that. He's like, yeah, I've been playing this game because this is the game that you guys set.
That was the tax part.
Totally is advantageous to me, but why wouldn't I play by the rules that you elite people make? And you'll never change these rules because you, the elite, are mostly...
By the way, he's always claimed that he's elite.
Doing it for yourselves, and...
Yes, the blue-collar people who go to the Wharton School of Business on their father's dime.
everyone else is getting left by the wayside in terms of.
Oh God, I'm like the danger. Oh, and this thing too. I don't know where Mike Pillow is. I don't know what that view is. It's like he's reporting from the voting booth in like Cuyahoga County. This is and this is with Ron Filipowski was putting in the this is the Kerry Lake results. We didn't look at any of this stuff. We should in the afternoon.
That's impossible. Never happened in history before. Those are called deviations from norm, and they're impossible.
Yes, nothing ever deviates from the norm. The world has been completely normal my entire life. Why, the presidency of Donald John Trump is completely in line with all the other presidencies that we've had and the normalcy. Don't we always have people storming the Capitol right before the new president is sworn in? That absolutely. You don't have deviations from the norm. It's not. It can't. But I did it. Okay. Let's see. DeSantis is worse for Democrats because he could actually be, because Republicans don't care about Israel. Trump running helps destroy the illusion of Satan. You're the best. Love you. Thank you, Gonzo. Yes, they're gonna eat each other alive. I don't care. Like both of them are gonna just gonna be shivving each other as they try to run a marathon. It's just like poke, just just shitty running in ninth place, just like that. And it's going to be one of these things like, how did we lose to Joe Biden again? Believe me.
This is computers. Is everybody going to sit there and go, oh, Mike Lindell, you're.
Yeah, that's what I do. Oh, Mike Lindell, Well, it's closer to, but that's basically.
You lose. Sorry, I win. Here, wait, who do we want to win here? No.
That's like Trump's beep boop bop boop beep boop bop.
Sorry, he lost. It doesn't matter how much money you spend on your election. Well, that ship sailed. That ship sailed. Well, really? Then how did?
Yeah, we have to watch more of that later on in the afternoon because that's fucking glorious. Just a sweaty, baggy scrotum necked. Ugh. And then this was before, when Marge was on there. So, wait. All right, now where we are. Okay, Trump is a laughingstock. That's the primary one right now. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. These are just meme. Oh, God. Yep. Get in loser. We're going losing. I posted that one on Truth Social. Interesting. It was. I think it was censored as sensitive content. Oh wait. So this. Let me do this. See this? These are these ants. Apparently, ants can lose the scent of their mound, and they'll walk in a circle till they die. And everybody was using. Glenn, thank you. I appreciate it. There was a thing, if I do say so that there was a thing. Let me see. China, sheep, circle. That should come up. It was this thing. Let's see if this comes up. Okay, so unexplained phenomena in China. These sheep walked in a circle for 10 days in Inner Mongolia. They just, in one pen, they all just started doing it, and then they just did it and did it and did it for whatever's happening. Clearly to call the great goat UFO to the earth. That's it. They just, that was the story. And China's in, hold on. That's, pause. Yeah, so anyways, Summer saw the story this morning, and she was like, there's a thing about, like, Chinese sheep going in a circle. I'm like, it's something in the water. That's awesome. Ouch. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you how much I am enjoying all of this. Can I just tell you what a pleasure it is to watch this happen? Because Donald Trump is a class A fuck up. He's, of the presidents that weren't assassinated, he is literally the only one who made his life worse by running. Even Nixon came out better because he resigned, and then later on there was a feeling like, oh, he was robbed. I don't know if it was that big a deal. And then Trump, of course, came along and committed way worse crimes. And you're like, well, I mean, sure, Nixon had to go, but he wasn't on that scale, Meanwhile, just chef's kiss watching this asshole spiral down in a funnel to hell of his own making. So good. Hubby's pro-Trump coworker was over for a beer during the Trump announcing last night, and after hearing my opinion, leaned over and whispered to the hub, "Thank God my wife's not political." Bahaha. Oh, God. That's what he thinks. What, did he follow her into the booth? Mm-hmm. Walking brain dead. Yeah, I mean, any money goes to him is not going to elect Republicans in the House and the Senate next time. Knock yourself the fuck out, people. Nope. Hilarious. So, Kornacki's khakis. Some people. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of his big stories. Like, they're making fun of us. They laugh at us all the time. They laugh at you. Please, American not. A verb. Yep, that's the entire. And by the way, can I show you something else? Let me show you something on Telegram real quick. Let me move this out of the way and drag this over here. There is and I'm sorry it's smaller. I wish there was a way to make the screen bigger. Maybe there is eventually, like, make that. Hold on, I'm gonna try and fix something. Just why not? Full advanced connection time. Okay, I don't know. Don't need that. I just need the goddamn thing to be better. Interface scale. Oh, restart for applying some of the new settings. No, restart the program. Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Hold on. Nice. Okay, hold on. I was like, if this motherfucker starts my computer over again, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, where was I gonna show? Oh yeah, so here's. This is Lynn Wood. And his Telegram channel, and this is the little message, and this little message was forwarded from Judy Oakley. Judy Oakley she did this. Judy Oakley was doing this. She said, "I'm Judy Oakley, and I have the same to say. President Trump seemed different tonight. He seemed relaxed. Didn't speak about the fraud in the midterms." Yes, he did. It's almost as if he knows everything is under control and the latest deal was irrelevant. I think that may be why some people get the idea he has given up. But why would he consider running in the next presidential election when he knows the level of fraud that is out there stealing our votes? Oh, wait, maybe, just maybe, he knows something we don't know. Something he cannot yet tell us. Trust the plan. Trust God, and we cannot fail, regardless of the outcome. Too many people are ready to give up. I'm not one of those people. Good night, Lynn, and may God richly bless you. Thank you, Judy. By the way, I still have your panties. I'll give them back. I'm using them as to keep the bugs off the front of my motorcycle. Sorry. Um, yeah, he does a lot of yeah. This afternoon, I was thinking about what Trump might announce tonight, the possibility of a Republican. I was feeling a bit anxious. Then I was at peace. I realized that no matter what happens in the world, it has zero impact on my eternity in heaven with Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Lord and Savior! I pray that you are at peace too. Time for rest. I survived more lawfare nonsense earlier in the day and ended up having a great day. I hope you have a great day too. Lawfare has zero impact on my eternity. I do my imperfect best to keep my eyes on Jesus Christ. Dare I say it again? You bet I will. I never quit. Fix 2020 or bust. End rigged elections, end child trafficking, and modern day human slavery. God bless each of you. Press on. Good night. That's they're shitting the bed. They're gonna keep fucking with the election. They're never letting that stuff go. Not ever. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, this is. I want to find something for you. And then, like I said, the QAnons were like, watch what he says, but pay attention to every word. So there's going to be something about corridors and corridors and corridors and corridors and corridors and how many decades he's going to be president because med beds, I guarantee it. But apparently they were doing the fucking math on what he said last night, and they still haven't come up with an answer because they haven't posted since I guess midway through it. Yeah, nothing. Although I think Jon Voight jumped in though.
It is with great honor that I say God bless America.
Well, that's sweet of you. Did I get in the middle? Okay.
Let us all wish this great land a healing from all the unrighteousness that is taking place.
I think he's talking about me.
My fellow Americans, we're in danger.
Oh, he isn't talking about
me. Of a third world war.
What? This year?
We as a family of one truth must hear this now. Look at this lie, this deceit that continues day after day.
Is there a point where you just become like you walk by a mirror and you go like, fuck, I look like a mega church preacher. I either need to start a cult or see a doctor.
Day, can you not all see this lie?
Yeah.
You must all wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up, because if we
little Susie
don't see this lie, this land will die.
If we don't see this lie, this land will die. I said the old lady who swallowed a fly.
Die in its beauty, its
yeah, it'll still be here. It'll be alive, but it'll be ugly.
Freedom, its opportunity. It's supposed to be the land of the free. It's far from this.
Yes, it is. Like right now, he can't sit in a well-lit Zoom room or some shit at an office where they have a production thing and record a video and put it out on multiple outlets if he wants to and draw attention to his personal speech by going on Newsmax. He can't do that. Jesus.
It's a dark web.
It is. It is. This is the moment we all find out that Jon Voight hangs out on the dark web.
A dark world.
A dark world. Please tell me this is like a behind the scenes of a new movie he's doing.
But not for long, because, my friends, a change is coming.
Oh, yes. Somebody's coming over to help him with his diaper.
And a new light will emerge.
Oh, so not Trump. Okay, gotcha.
We must all see this truth and allow justice to take place now. You see, the only way we can win these elections is to see the lies, deceit, and corruption from the left, the media, and the unknowns.
Oh, yes, the unknown lies. Like we may not know who they are or even what they're saying, but the one thing we know about what they're saying is that it's not true. Whatever it is.
Who know who they are.
Oh, yes. Nobody knows who they are. Only they know who is them.
Let's all come together and to vote for true justice for all. Let us pray that the one president who understood truths,
Jimmy Carter,
and had the best interest of the American people, the American dream, President Donald Trump.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were being serious for a second. I didn't realize you were kidding.
Will return to the presidency. He and only he can stop the swamp, this deceit and injustice.
The swampy deceitfulness and stuff. And, nobody hates swamp more than somebody who moved to Florida.
My fellow Americans.
Jesus Christ, this asshole is always trying to be Kennedy.
Wake up. Wake up from this bad dream and bring back life, justice, truth.
I just woke up. I can't bring back all those things. Shit. What? What happened? What? Bring back truth, justice, and the American way. Cool. Let me have some eggs first. Fuck me.
In the only land that's meant for dreams of goodness. The land.
Yes, no other land on God's green earth is meant for dreams of goodness. God created just approximately, a space of land about 3,000 miles across, give or take, and about 2,600 north-south. He created that much space. In that little area, you can dream your dreamy dreams. If you're ever outside there, it's fucking nightmare central. It's what God wants.
Land of the free, America, the greatest land, the greatest soil for mankind.
Yes, that's true. It is good farmland. I will say that, according to Peter Zion.
The land where heroes fought for their truths.
Yes. So when our guy... Hi. Love you. Okay. Have fun. Hi, how you doing? Do I have lipstick on? I'm all right. Okay. Yes, apparently, according to Jon Voight, all of our veterans that fought overseas were not heroes. What the shit?
This, my friends, is where we must see the truth.
It's woke. We must see the truth. We woke. We're waking up.
Allow President Trump to rebuild our soil and our land.
Yeah, hand him a shovel and tell him to get to fucking work.
So we can rise to her glory.
I'll rise to her glory. I'm gonna rise, I'm gonna rise, I'm gonna rise to it. It's one of my like sidecar Kiss favorites.
Much love to you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. I'm glad you care. Now look at your cameraman and go, shut this shit off. I've run out of...
I can't think of any more dialogue to say today. I can't do it. I swallowed a bug.
Jon Voight is a dick. This is, hold on. The shit I have to subscribe to is just awful. The QAnon channel hasn't done shit. Hold on. Yeah. You want to see some shit? I have to look at this nonsense. The Real News Network. Scott Ritter. Don't believe the hype. Ukraine can't win this war. Now, that was probably written in February, right? Nah. This week. Also, where is it? This thing. So he's been... This is... Read the title of this fucking article. Just take a gander at that. Raskin's Jewish, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. That's new. Right. Right, caretaker? I know. Dude. The fuck? No, it was not written at the beginning of the war. Dude, I'm not kidding. This is Scott Ritter this week. Like, he's as wrong about Ukraine as fucking Richard Wolff is about the economy now. Like, he's still believing this Ray Dalio bullshit. My next show, you can fly out to see it. My next show is 2 weeks from today at Flappers. I'm doing stand-up. And on December 6th, I'm hosting the Ultimate Jam Night at the Whiskey. And going forward, I will be the regular host. Yeah. Trump, man in Florida makes announcement. I know. No, Florida man makes announcement. It was even worse than that. Yeah, hold on. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah. Children of War, this horrible thing of like people getting shot because of gun violence. Florida man makes announcement. Page 26, it says. Shit. Yeah, I grabbed this earlier too. I grabbed a picture of this. I'll see if I can find it for you guys. Give me 1 second. That I posted because good Lord. Please get my ends trimmed. Calm down. Yeah, here it is. Put this out there. There you go. But it's a business. Yeah. So, the title of the article, this is on page 26. This is the actual article it's all the article. It's just one panel. There's not a big article about it. It's just this one strip. Been there, done that. With just 720 days to go before the next election, which is a total jab right at the beginning. A Florida retiree made the surprise announcement Tuesday night that he was running for president. In a move no political pundit saw coming, avid golfer Donald J. Trump kicked things off at Mar-a-Lago, his resort and classified documents library. Trump, famous for gold-plated lobbies and for firing people on reality television, will be 78 in 2024. If elected, Trump would tie Joe Biden as the oldest president to take office. His cholesterol levels are unknown, but his favorite food is charred steak with ketchup. He has stated that his qualifications for office include being, quote, a stable genius. Trump also served as the 45th president. Post-staff report. That's fantastic. Like, I have my issues with the Post, clearly, and they still have been bullshitting about this alleged Hunter Biden laptop nonsense for a long time. But apparently they've given up on that shit entirely. Oh my fucking God, that was fun. This was also interesting. I don't know if you guys know this, but Elon Musk is in court today arguing about his paycheck at Tesla, basically going against the rules of what, because they're Delaware rules are, there's like a percentage of compensation based on your being the CEO and how much your workers make. And you have to make an argument as to why you make that much or why if the company's like, shit, we got a lot of employees. We don't pay them that much because it's not that kind of company. It's like Walmart or something. But we have to have a CEO who can manage like 40,000 stores. And there's only like 9 people who can do that. So we got to pay this fucker a lot of money. Elon Musk is basically trying to make that argument in court. And I thought this part was particularly hilarious. Fair to say you are intimately involved in all aspects of Tesla's operation for iOS. That's the lawyer who, is running the other side. I don't know about intimately, Musk responds, saying he has to be involved with operations that are, quote, most crucial to the EV company's success. Of course, he can decide what those fucking things are, what those elements are. There's Summers' tweet about the rocket. We watched that this morning. That was amazing too. This rocket is so fucking big. They're splashing seawater on the base so that it doesn't melt the surface as it leaves and tilt the fucking thing. Like it literally, they have to cool it as they're taking off. And god damn, that thing was huge and loud. Did you guys, let me know in the chat if you watched it. We watched the whole thing live. It was great. We watched like the first hour of everything, like the primary separations. It got really, at one point, it's so big and it's going like 1,100 miles an hour as it's leaving the atmosphere, and at the point where it's got the most pressure on it, atmospherically, because it's going, how fast it's going. And let's see, go to media because it'll help us out. Yeah. Views from planet Earth from NASA Orion as Artemis journeys to the moon. That's awesome. Orion was built by Lockheed Martin, by the way. Yeah, so this is, they can only show chunks of it on here. And that's actually that part of it obviously had to be done as a simulation. And I'm sure Joe Brogan and all those assholes will have something to say. Like, they didn't even have they've got a camera out to take a picture of it. Jesus Christ. This is their go for launch announcement. Just so fucking cool. Yeah, and then they did a spacewalk at the same time at the space station. Just fantastic, super fun to watch. I was like smiling vicariously for Carl in our chat the whole time it was happening, because I think he and our household are like the giddiest about this in our in the circle of our world as it stands currently. I was like, this dude is watching it just like we are. I know it. So real. It's just so cool. And then at the same time, the women of Iran are standing up, and I think it's a fantastic thing. I look forward to a Persia free of Islamist influence. And if people want to believe whatever religious belief they want, they are allowed to. And if they want to behave in their dress however they want to, that's totally cool. But if they want to impose it on anybody else, fuck you. If you want proof that people don't actually believe their religion, it's when they force it on other people because they think it's not convincing. They're not convinced, so they think they have to force that convincing on everybody else. Seeing that was Brendan Fraser is trending. Good for him, I suppose. Says he will not attend the Golden Globes if nominated. My mother didn't raise a hypocrite. You can call me a lot of things, but not that. This picture of Brendan Fraser goes hard. The cowboy hat's a nice touch. I can see why they went that way. I'm not quite sure what he's referencing with the Golden Globes being a hypocrite or whatever. They're just anti-award people. I don't know. This Madison Cawthorn and his shit is showing up. It's weird little Nazi comb over that he's got. Even Ivanka cheated. Oh dear. What? Woman who was married, a ragdoll claims he cheated. He went to a motel with another woman and she decided to search his phone. What? Oh, please. Okay, so I see. So Elizabeth Warren said, we've defeated him before, we'll defeat him again. And everybody's like, you cheated him before. He cheated. We've cheated. Oh, okay, who's we? I don't know. And then Simon jumping in, but yeah, about him. Simon's final, let's see, Simon's final call, and they were talking, there's Cawthorn. More on the remarkable achievements of Democratic campaigns in our grassroots this cycle. Another midterm chart. This one shows Democratic incumbents in districts Trump won 2020 dramatically outperformed Biden's margin among competitive seats. The swing to, by the way, they outcompeted Biden's margin based on Biden's wins. These motherfuckers. Like, you don't have to like everything Biden does, and you don't have to actually, you can hope he does more without at the same time insisting that he's invisible to the process or not a part of it when he fucking absolutely is. Ability in Southwest California. Okay. Third straight bad election, crappy candidates, fundraising candidates, MAGA big weight, dragging them down, infighting Trump. Okay, this is the blue tsunami. The blue tsunami in Michigan may be the biggest story of the 2022 election. I agree. That's they controlled the entire state for the first time in God knows how long, or I suppose Simon does. And this is the part where Mitch McConnell says that Simon, Boozy, and myself and Mueller, she wrote, we're all right about this.
One of the criticisms from Senator Scott and others who agree with him is that your decision not to have an agenda to run on opened up Republican candidates to attacks, that they didn't really stand for anything. What is your response to the criticism that you are partially responsible for?
Every one of our candidates knew what they were for, expressed it quite clearly. It's pretty obvious, and all of you have been writing about it, what happened. We underperformed among independents and moderates because their impression of many of the people in our party in leadership roles is that they're involved in chaos, negativity, excessive attacks, and it frightened independent and moderate Republican voters. And we saw that, which is why you all recall I never predicted a red wave. We never saw that in any of our polling in the states that we were counting on to win. There was no wave.
By the way, remember how they were like they gave him a bunch of shit for saying ahead of time that they was worried about what they were going to do, and they were making contingency plans about that because he fucking knew that they're going to lose another seat. That this whole 54 seats Republican stuff was nonsense to start with. He knew it. Everybody who was clamoring on social media on the right that was saying red wave, it's coming, but you got to vote. The reason they were saying it's coming, but you got to vote. Besides that's like standard practice, the panic in their voice came from the fact that they saw the exact same polling he saw.
We had national issue set that was favorable, but as a result of our own, the perception many of them had that we were not dealing
sane
with issues in a responsible way, and that we were spending too much time on negativity and attacks and chaos, they were frightened. And so they pulled back. We, in two states, for example, got just crushed by independent voters, Arizona and New Hampshire. So we.
By the way, you'll remember Flashpoint was saying that New Hampshire was going to be the bellwether that proved the red wave was coming.
Learned some lessons about this, and I think the lesson's pretty clear. Senate races are different. Candidate quality, you recall I said in August, is important.
And he means water.
Important. And in most of our states, we've met that test. In a few of them, we did not.
In most of our states. I would like to remind you that Republicans already have an edge because you get 2 senators per state regardless of populace. So Wyoming has fewer fucking people in the whole goddamn state than Santa Monica, California. And it has 2 fucking senators. So this, even still with this, like most of our senators did well. Shut the fuck up. You know, one of the best things that could happen to the country right now is I don't expect Wyoming or Idaho or any of these right-wing, like lunacy land places to turn Democratic. But if they went independent, if they, and they didn't go like Rand Paul independent, if they went, genuinely so, where they weren't tied to this kind of like Trump or somebody like him being able to whip votes on them, they'd be able to like vote their conscience, and most of the time they would end up voting with the Democrats. I don't have to like them, but if they wanted to go home with something to show for their time in office, they would go, all right, the Democrats are actually trying to get the fucking lead pipes taken out of the ground, or I voted for, this because it gave us rural broadband. It's a huge change. And then if we don't like this later, there are elements we can change because we go back and you don't win everything. And fucking anybody who watches sports knows that. Carrie Lake parody song. I have not heard it yet, but I can't wait. Is it based on Carrie by Europe? If so, I don't want them to ruin that melody for me. Really strong jobs report, 200. Yeah, this is November 4th. Right. That screwed them too. I mean, we even had Trump last night, like, you watch, people aren't feeling the pain, but they're going to be feeling the pain. It's terrible out there, and people don't even notice how bad it is. Like, well, then it's not bad, dumb fuck. Oh, God, it's so aggravating. Yeah, and that's the... Oh, and then the 14th Amendment to keep him from running. Is that what's the primary thing? Yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't be allowed to run. Breaking Trump is disqualified. Mi Familia Vota, along with Free Speech for People, are urging secretaries of state, chief executive officers to abide by Section 3 of the 14th Amendment and bar insurrectionists, including Trump, from any future ballot. Yeah, I don't think it'll be necessary, but I as we get closer to it, it might be a possibility, but I doubt it. I'm not clicking on size 10 because that's just, you can doom scroll on your own. By the way, you're watching Hal Sparks Mornings Mega Worldwide. We just take a look at the trends and what's going on, what's in the news, what's happening. And we talk to our chat and see what's going on. Let me, I want to grab one other thing, if I may, and look at sort of the follow-up, which, yeah, we pointed this out yesterday, but it's on Raw Story today. We'll wait till their ads pass before I show you this shit. That these people were saying Trump or death. They're stomping on the DeSantis flag, like telling him to stay where he belongs and stuff. It's a huge part of the MAGA movement right now. And because Trump has announced so early, everybody's like, well, the rest of them are going to have to jump in or make their decision. All you do is wait for him to flag. You don't actually think this is going to build momentum over time, do you? He's going to put a couple of rallies together. They're going to pay people to be there to make them look good, and then it's going to be a hot flag before Christmas, and people are going to be like, I don't know, Thanksgiving wasn't that bad, and Christmas was pretty good. The Black Friday sales this year were fantastic, and blah, blah, blah. And then by, spring, everybody knows somebody who's got a job pulling up lead pipes or retrofitting school ventilation systems or putting in, fiber optic in fucking Wyoming and Montana. And then it gets real hard to understand why the fuck he couldn't do that. Ugh. Other than wouldn't. This is, hold on. Yeah, that's not going to happen. This is also interesting. This is a little side story. Alan Weisselberg was supposedly left his position at Trump, at the Trump organization months ago. That was the thing. Like, he's stepping down, right, as CFO of the Trump organization because of the legal problems that they had. Nope. Still showing up for his job, still doing the same fucking thing. And in his testimony, they asked him, did Trump, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, here it is. See if I can open the original link on this real quick. Yeah. Oh, get out of here. They hide the little click off up here in the corner where it's hard to get rid of it. Yeah. There it is. Alan Weisselberg stuns courtroom by revealing Trump organization never fired him. Fucker is still there. Let's see. In public disgrace. Testifying under oath for the first time at the company's criminal trial on Tuesday, Weisselberg shocked the courtroom by admitting that he's essentially kept living life as normal after everything seemed to come crashing down last year. Also on Tuesday, it was revealed that Weisselberg's top lieutenant, Jeffrey McConney, is still being paid $450,000 a year by the Trump organization. It's as hush money goes, I guess, on that scale. On the stand, Weisselberg testified that he still shows up to work in Midtown Manhattan, where he personally advises Eric Trump on prospective business deals, analyzes new mortgages, leases office spaces, and oversees company cash management. Weisselberg is still making $640,000 a year and expects to receive a $500,000 bonus. For a company that is going to be get its business license taken away. Hilarious. And then the other one was, who signed off on this stuff? Did you make these decisions? The idea was that Weisselberg did this shit. Trump didn't see this stuff. He just lets the guy do it. He picks experts and he says, hey, experts, fill out this paperwork for me in an expert way. Here it is. Former Trump Organization Chief of Financial Officer Alan Weisselberg testified Tuesday that Donald Trump personally greenlighted untaxed benefits that are at the center of a Manhattan criminal trial against several of the ex-president's eponymous companies, including a gratis residence in New York City. The rent was authorized by Donald Trump, Weisselberg said less than 2 hours into his time on the stand in the state Supreme Court in Manhattan. The septuagenarian, who sported a deep gray suit and pale blue tie, spoke matter-of-factly. The prosecutors allege that the Trump Organization participated in an illicit compensation scheme that illegally lined Weisselberg's pockets to the tune of $1.7 million of untaxed income. Weisselberg in August pleaded guilty to a 15-count indictment related to these unlawful payouts, and according to Weisselberg's plea agreement, he must testify truthfully if called to testify at trial. And now he's testifying in the trial against the Trump Organization. He's a witness for the prosecution. In addition to this revelation, Weisselberg reportedly shocked officials in the courtroom by revealing that despite wide reporting that the Trump family fired Weisselberg, he's still there. Let's see. Hold on. Lawyers representing the Trump family never have fought back, trying to throw Weisselberg under the bus and accuse him of lying. Trials rooted in the 2021 indictment of several Trump businesses, including the Trump Organization, for a purported 15-year-long tax fraud plot. The prosecution claimed that Weisselberg's loyalty to Trump and his ilk paid off. Beginning in 2005, Weisselberg lived in an apartment rent-free on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. The Trump Corporation leased the apartment and, in addition to covering the rent, covered his utility and parking fees, the indictment claimed. The Trump's eponymous company also accused of paying the leases on 2 Mercedes-Benz vehicles that Weisselberg and his wife treated as their personal cars. Trump's business entities also provided cash to Weisselberg around Christmas so he could dole out personal holiday gratuities. I guess that's the pettiest of petty cash. Trump shows. This is where everybody's talking about the fact that nobody can leave. Weisselberg stunts courtroom. Blah blah blah. Bored Trump struggles to read his speech without. And we watched this last night. Anyways, I like the next. Hold on one second. Let me bring up my chat again. There you are. The next few months are going to be hilarious. All grades of gasoline below $3 in Texas too, and diesel's below $3.30. Yeah, so much for the. We've only got 25 days of diesel left. Hold on. Is that story still blowing around? Diesel supplies. 2 days ago. Diesel shortage update as U.S. supply will barely make it through the winter. Okay. And so we're going to make it through the winter is what you're saying? Diesel market, perfect storm as prices surge. This is October 30th. I love this. 2 days ago, the U.S. has just 25 days of diesel supply. That's the lowest since 2008. Here's why that's more alarming than a dwindling oil piggy bank. Okay? Cool. So that's November 14th, 2022. Okay, let's look up 25 days of diesel. News. This is, you want to see something funny? This is fun. Skip the CBS News one with it. This is 2 weeks ago. KLTV. 6 days ago, we had a 25, here it is. Oh, sorry. 6 days ago, we had a 25-day supply on hand. Right, according to that. There we go. This is where everybody's bucking this. Bloomberg. Diesel supply of just 25 days poses problem for Biden. That was a month ago. 1 month ago, we had 25 days of, and remember, this Yahoo story is 2 days ago. Is there a diesel fuel shortage coming in Massachusetts? 2 days ago, we have just 25 days of diesel supply. That's the Yahoo Fed. Yeah, so 2 days ago. Now everybody's coming back around. No, well, because the 25 days have fucking passed, I guess. Let's see. Tucker Carlson misrepresents data to claim the U.S. will run out of diesel fuel in 25. U.S. There you go. Epic Times. 3 weeks ago, the U.S. has only 25 days of diesel supply. News Talk, KGVO. Diesel supply down to 25 days, but the Rockies are in good shape. 3 weeks ago. U.S. facing diesel shortages. Okay, blah. Let's see the 25 days. Addressing the claim U.S. could run out of, okay, blah, blah, blah. MSN, Microsoft, the U.S. has 25 days of diesel supply. That was 2 days ago. That's the repeat of the Yahoo story. Diesel price premium to gasoline crude hits record high. Diesel shortage isn't doomsday scenario for U.S. gas experts. Yes, right, because people are like, the 25 days have already passed. The presidential prayer team 3 weeks ago. The presidential prayer team? Please tell me these people pray for Trump to come back. That's what this is. One nation under God. The U.S. has prayer updates. Pray for diesel. And remember, guys, focus, okay? Focus your prayers. Don't pray for the brand. I don't need any more of those fucking belt buckles, okay? Diesel fuel. Say diesel fuel when you pray. Last time we prayed because of diesel, I ended up with a bunch of shirts with the word diesel written across them. It's fucking embarrassing. I can't even go to the goddamn mall. U.S. Shortage could disrupt supply chains. Dear God. As the Lord leads, we pray thus. Okay, pray with us. Okay. Is there a diesel shortage? Are we going to run out? The doom-laden deadline of 25 days. It was 2 weeks ago, right? Diesel-reliant construction engine braces for serious U.S. energy. How the diesel shortage is being felt globally. How the diesel crisis became an inflationary time bomb because it affected futures and didn't turn out. People misread stores versus available diesel, where you don't have to go into the stores if you have the available diesel, and it's just stupid. U.S. diesel stockpiles are shrinking fast. The U.S. has a 25-day supply of diesel. That was 3 weeks ago. 2 days ago, we still have a 25-day supply. 19 hours ago, U.S. diesel prices fall slightly as nation deals with outages. Here you go. This is from the trucker, man. Hey, if you're going to listen to somebody, listen to the trucker, y'all. By the Associated Press. U.S. diesel prices fall slightly as nation deals with outage rumors, supply challenges. The average price for a gallon of diesel fuel across the United States fell on November 14th to $5.13, $3.13, down from $5.333, which if you double that is $6.10,666. So it's like 10 antichrists all coming at once. On November 7th, according to the Energy Information Administration, EIA, the price is more than $1.50 higher than this time last year. Prices are highest in New England and California, where on average a gallon costs $6 or 6 and something. The lowest prices are in the Gulf Coast, where they're 4 something. Meanwhile, energy officials in the U.S. are still battling the online rumor mill about possible mass outages across the nation. The online rumor mill. Interesting. While current data from the EIA shows the U.S. has about a 26-day. Oh, shit, it's gone up. Well, okay. All right, so are we doomed or not? God damn it. All right, wait, hold on. Did I skip over? Is Phil with us yet? Did I miss you? There he is. God damn it. Hold on. I couldn't hear you coming in, brother. Sorry. My page was down. I thought you weren't there. Can you hear me? Is he there? Phil, there he is. Hopefully he can hear me. Hold on. I'm going to bring him in a second. There he is. My page was dead. It didn't update when he came online. I was like, I'll just keep yammering till he shows up. Somebody let Phil know that I could see him up now. There, I'm going to put the screen up just so, I'll do the little work I have to do. Copy link, and then he goes here. And then let's go to here. I'm going to bring him in a second. Very excited. Philip Ittner joining us in just a couple seconds. If I can get him in here. If he can hear me. We shall see what we shall see. Properties. There we go. Paste. Hopefully he's there. Close. Thoughts and prayers. Is he there? Philip, are you there? Philip, are you there? Can you see me? Can you see me? All right, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna bring. Hold on, Philip, is he there? I just don't want to catch him flushing. I don't know how big his place is. Why is this not populating? Maybe it only does it when I go forward. All right, I'm bringing him in anyways. Here we go. We're gonna see if somebody let him know. We'll be seeing him in just a second. Hold on, and I'll bring in his name. Where is he? There he is, Philip. Are you there? Are you there? We hear you. I can hear you breathing. You're definitely there. He's somewhere in there. There he is. Wait, hold on. Now he's coming up. Give me a second. I can hear you. Now I'm just trying to make sure I can see you. So give me a second.
Can't hear you though.
You can't hear me. Hold on 1 second. I know what's happening. That's why. That's weird. Because my mic is correct. Am I just quiet? Is that what's happening? Am I just quiet? Do you not hear me? Check 1, check 2. Hold on. Let me reload the page because I think something's happening. That might be the issue why I couldn't see you before. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm going to fix this. Because I can hear him, but he can't hear me. And I'm going to fix stuff. Hold on. Where's my be right back screen? Hold on. I will go be right back. Hold on. We'll do this. Give me a second. There he is. Hold on. Let's see. This guy. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not seeing you. Let me reload my page and 1 second. Okay, I'm trying to copy this and put this here. One second. I don't know if, let's see, hold on. Something's wonky today with this guy. So. Bless you. Thanks. Now, hopefully, this will bring. I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. Let's go. I can't. Whoops. I can hear you. But can you log out and back in? It's being weird. Hopefully he sees that. See it? 1 second. Hopefully this. Hold on. Reload the page. Reload it once again. All right, I think we're getting close. Hold on.
There's an echo. Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Quite an echo.
Hold on. I'm going to hang up this guy. Hopefully that gets rid of it. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put you in here. I think we might have fixed it. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go. Let me see if it's supposed to open up when you're there, but you should be. I don't know why I'm not seeing you. I can hear you, but I can't. The camera, it's being strange. There's some sort of crazy tech going on. Tell you what, let me. I don't want people to miss this. So what I'm going to do